Hey everybody, Harry Newhand here. Hope you're having a great day on this Monday, August 16th. Here we are. Welcome, Champion Success Secrets Mastermind community. And then we drop it on YouTube, so we got a YouTube following as well. So, welcome today. Glad you could join me. Appreciate you. Those of you that watch it live, those of you that watch it on the replay, we get a lot more on the replay. Primarily because we got the West Coast driving in rush hour traffic right now. And so here's what I want to talk about today. Tomorrow morning, I drive my youngest son, who just graduated with his master's degree from Ball State University. I drive him to Chicago. He's got an apartment there, and he's moving to Chicago. And he starts his new chapter of his life, his new job, in October. And he's getting a 2-month head start here, a little under 2 months. And we're loading up the U-Haul tomorrow morning, and we're going to make the trek out there and move him out there, moving in to get started. So to get a good apartment, he needed to get there early, and his girlfriend's there, and so forth. So anyway, I started thinking about it, and these younger generation are coming up. Not all of them, obviously, but he's one of them. It's so important. And I flash back to when I was younger. It's so important to believe in yourself. It's a title that I put on here. Who are you? Eric Lawfone, my partner in Mentor, he did an exercise a couple weeks ago, and he said, when was the last time you wrote your resume? And I don't mean a work resume. When was the last time you wrote your resume, your strengths? What are you good at? What have you accomplished? What's your track record? What have you achieved that's unusual? What have you achieved that's amazing? It doesn't matter, what any industry, any specific topic, but what have you achieved? And he said, I encourage you to write it down. So we had an exercise, 10, 15 minutes, we wrote down what we did, and I'm looking at it, and a lot of those things you forget, or you forget the details, you forget the nuances, you forget the price you paid, and I encourage you, what it did for me is, back then, when you're young, before I started having kids, when you're young, you want to conquer the world. There's no danger. You just go at it 100 miles an hour. You just go, go, go. And I had unshakable belief in myself. And I encourage you to get back that unshakable belief in yourself. And just writing it down and remembering those things boosted my confidence level. Even though I'm a confident person, it boosted that up. And then there's a phrase that I remember. There's no failures in life. There's only quitters. You don't fail, you quit. So don't quit. So remember that. Write it down. There's no failures in life. You're not a failure. It's just you gave up on something. No matter what it was, you gave up on it. If that is what happened to you, not everybody gives up on stuff. So then I started reading a little bit more. I said, be a thief of great ideas. Get as many great ideas as you can. Apply to your situation, whatever business you're in, whatever industry you're in, whatever company you own and run. Or what do you want to do? What do you want to innovate? Coming out of college like he is, he's got the whole world in front of him. There's more opportunities now in the United States and the world than ever before, 10 times more than when we were younger, because the internet has opened up so many windows for people. But outline your desires, your desired outcome. What do you want to accomplish? What's your goal? And with intent and interest, what just go for it. So reach out. And how do you learn? Reach out to 3 to 5 people in unrelated industries and see how you can apply those things to your industry. Get their ideas. Steal from anywhere that powers your imagination. Like I said, he's coming out. He's got we had a conversation. I just picked him up from the airport. He was in Colorado for a few days and just picked him up. And tomorrow we're driving to Chicago, like I said, and picked his brain. And we were talking, and the excitement and the intensity and the knowledge that kids have. There's more information today on your cell phone than there was in the entire Library of Congress 100 years ago. And then there's certain things, little phrases I started picking up and remembering. Why not go big? Why not go as big as you can? What's holding you back? Lions want to be a lion. They don't chase mice. They go after antelopes and zebras and big animals. Giraffes. Lions go after the big things. Think big. Go after game that creates an abundance for you and your whole pride. So if you're a lion, go after the game that creates more than you. It creates for your whole pride, all the people that you have together. So a lot of times when we do that, as we get older, we get that feeling of overwhelm, and that's what I had. When I left my sales manager's job, when I was doing the cable business and as a contractor and more of a corporate America type thing, and I left that, I was in overwhelm. We feel overwhelmed because we lose control, and I started losing control the last year and a half, 2 years, because they started changing things that I had no control over. Corporate America was dictating that. We had made so much money for 8 years that they started changing, and they didn't like that. And so they started changing it to the point where I walked away, so I felt overwhelmed. And there's solutions for that. But it shouldn't stop you from being unshakable. It shouldn't stop you from believing in yourself. It shouldn't stop you from creating the magic that you want to create. And it shouldn't stop you from all the desires that you want. Because the information's out there. The information's at our fingertips. Like I said, more so than ever before. Whatever you want to know. I was talking to one of my clients earlier today, and actually it was last night, and I said, this is somebody that I know for years, and she coaches once in a while, and I said, our kids have such an advantage because anything you ever want to know is at the tip of your fingers. When my generation was growing up, we either had to go to the library or we had to seek out a trade and find someone that was willing to teach you the trade skills, the trade schools. Those were very popular. Now, you can learn how to change the faucet, washer in your faucet by looking up on a cell phone. You can learn how to snake out your drain on a cell phone. You can learn how to hang a picture on the wall, or how to frame a picture, or how to draw a picture. You can even take classes on how to draw a picture. So those are all things that you can learn at the tip of your finger. So I encourage you to have that unshakable belief in yourself. You are a powerful person. You are a superstar in your own right. You are a superhero to so many people, more than you realize. So take your resume, write it down. If you need more ideas, like I said, be a thief of great ideas. Outline your desired outcome. What do you want to happen? And make it happen. Be in charge. Be the person that doesn't quit. Remember, we don't fail, we quit. Be the person that doesn't quit. Be the person that just goes for it, makes it happen, and do it. So you can do it. And just a little tidbit here. I am putting together, with Eric and I are putting together a training course for sales managers. Sales managers. So if you're a sales manager, or if you have any sales managers on your team, we're putting together a course. We're going to launch it in September, October. Actually, September. We're launching in September. So look out for more information on that. It's going to be an exciting class. It's not a course. It's going to be a class. It's going to be a program for 12 months. It's going to be absolutely incredible, off the hook, best practices. My podcast is getting really good reviews, and it's getting really good exposure. The subscriber base is going up. And if you would like access to my subscriber base on my podcast that I do, comes out every 2 weeks on a Tuesday, send me a message, and I'll make sure you get the link. You can check out one of my podcasts for sales managers. So we're looking for people that are sales managers, and we're putting this course together for them. Best practices for sales managers to increase results, increase production, increase following for your team. So hopefully this has helped you guys. You all have greatness inside of you. You can do amazing things. One of the things I said to a couple of my son's classmates when we went to see him graduate, I said, you guys have enough information and drive to conquer the world. You can change the world. Not conquer the world. You can change the world. One idea can change the world. An idea like Amazon, an idea like Facebook, an idea like Microsoft can change the world. Look where we've come in the last 30, 40 years. 30 years? Since I graduated from high school 45 years ago, the world has totally changed. Everything's different. And it's so much easier now than ever before. And the intellect of our younger generation is off the hook. They've grown up with this stuff here. They've grown up knowing how to program and use, and it's amazing how fast they are at it. So I encourage you to plug back in, stay plugged in. Don't give up because it seems too difficult. Don't quit. Don't be a quitter. Be a conqueror. All right, everybody. Have a great day. We'll talk next Monday. See you on the other side of Chicago. I'll be back. Talk to you then. Bye.